Hi and welcome to Char & Co. I'm Bruno da Mota
And Matheus Figueiró.
and today we're gonna teach you how to cook the Brazilian rump cap. If the fattest part of the fat is going towards the middle or it's actually facing the same side as his thumb, that indicates that this is the right side of the cow and this is the left hand side of the cut. Both cuts and both sides taste exactly the same. The only difference is the line of the fibers are slightly different, and this is what we're gonna follow through so we don't cut through the fiber. As you see, it's got a triangular shape, it's got a good fat content. You're gonna try and keep this as much as possible, unless that the fat part is way too thick. You don't want that either. One, that fat's gonna drip into your fire, it's gonna bring the fire up, you're gonna blacken everything else, and you're not gonna get the right taste in there. So what we do is we lightly trim the membrane in the bottom here, which is Mateus doing right now. So as you can see, it's very simple to prepare a rump cap steak. So we just trim all the sides. The way we cut in this cut is just we want to follow the lines and we want to follow the fibers. After we cook, then you can cut through the fibers, but before we cook this, it's compulsory and it's very important that you follow the lines correctly. So Mateus got his right hand side rump cap in there. He's gonna just take that off. You can do a beautiful steak sandwich, or you can do the steak for your kids before the meat is ready, just to even it up so you can have a really nice steak. So usually we take 3 great pieces out of one rump cap. Sometimes if they're bigger, you can get 4 out of it, but the best rump cap is about between 1 kilo and 1.5 kilos. That's the best size of rump cap. So we've got our trims here. We've got our rump cap already trimmed up, cut into 3 pieces. Now we're ready for the skewering part. Now, it's very important that you keep the fattest side of each cut. That is the one that goes first onto the skewer. Why is that? So once it's cooking there and rotating on the rotisserie, the fattest part is going to drip the most amount of fat, and that's going to coat a whole meat. That's going to keep it moist. And we're doing like a half moon shape, so it's very important to get a good grip from the beginning there. So again, the meat doesn't rotate in itself. Try not to do more than 3 pieces per skewer. That's just the right amount of meat. This type of meat is not gonna take too long to cook because you still wanna serve it quite medium rare to rare. But let me tell you, it's very, very tasty. This meat is seen absolutely everywhere in Brazil, from south to north Brazil. Every Brazilian steakhouse or churrascarias, you're gonna see one of those skewers right here. Rump cap or picanha. That's a showcase. Tá, vamos salgar. So, now on the seasoning part, it's very important that you're aware that you don't really season the fat. You want to season the meat itself. Why is that? Because if the fat is salty, it's gonna keep the whole meat salty. So make sure you just season the meat part, the flesh. Just try and keep the fat intact. Set aside for 15 to 20 minutes. Brush the salt off. Whack it on the barbecue. Now, that moment we've been waiting for. Get that rump cap. Look at that. I'll take that piece. Guys, if you want to eat the gaucho way, just slice it off the skewer, hold it with your fingers, just eat it. Perfect amount of salt, so tender, and you get that smokiness of the wood fire. See, that fat does a great job of keeping the meat moist. Guys, thank you very much for watching us. I hope you enjoy all the episodes. I hope you actually learn a little bit more how to do your churrasco at home or anywhere you like. So keep in tune, watch our YouTube videos, or simply go to our website www.charandco.com.au. Or if you're around Sydney, make sure you come and visit us. We're right here in Double Bay. Thank you so much. We'd like to thank our crew, our head chef, our barbecue chef, all the chefs here. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.